Hello again, we are at the Undead Parish, and we're gonna kindle this bonfire, simply because we need this bonfire. This bonfire is gonna be one of our main points in the game, so you need to reverse hollowing, which allows you to co-op, and which we are gonna do for the gargoyles, and kindle. You can kindle only once right now, so you'll get maximum 10 Estus Flask. Later on, when we kill Pinwheel, one of the other bosses, you'll be able to get 20 Estus Flask. I never needed 20 Estus Flask other than for the Tomb of Giants, because you have to get all the way to Nito and if you make mistakes. But while farming earlier, I got a Titanite Shard, which can reinforce our weapon. Otherwise, you can buy them from this guy. Don't ever attack him, you need him. I made a mistake of killing him once, just don't do it. You can buy Titan Shards for 800 souls, weaponsmith box, so you can upgrade weapons on your own, and armor and repair them. Couple of weapons, but we're not gonna worry about them now. And arrows. Arrows are very important, but since I already have a Titanite Shard, you might have gotten one if you were farming. But if you weren't farming, just go ahead and buy one. Anyway, we are going to reinforce our Uchikatana to +1, and since I have the souls, I am gonna buy 4 of these, because then I want the souls to be able to upgrade it, and reinforce it to +3. Then we'd have to buy one more and have 200 souls to get it to +4. I want to get it to +5 as soon as possible, and then get it to +10, and then eventually to +15. But for now, I think it's fine.
Don't get yourself killed.
Okay, now that we're in human form, we can go and fight the gargoyles, especially because we can summon our NPC friends, our phantoms, and they can pretty much kick ass if they don't die first, which they may. I might actually buy some more arrows, so that I can take out some of the health of the gargoyles with the bow from afar, while the NPCs keep them busy. Let's see. He doesn't sell feather arrows. I don't mind standard arrows, they're fine. Yeah. And let's see, let's equip the longbow, since we can, and it does more damage. And 67 arrows, that should be plenty. Okay, normally you get to this bonfire through the bridge, or I shouldn't say normally, that's how people do it generally, because that's what the game leads you to if you don't know it. But going this way takes away a lot of bothering, and you can fight the gargoyles right off the bat, and then when you're stronger, you can clear the parish pretty easily. And there's a shortcut that will be blocked if you go the other way, unless you're fast enough. This way, you're already on this side of the shortcut, so you can open it. These guys are a little bit stronger than the usual warriors, but you shouldn't worry too much about them. You can parry them or backstab them. As you can see, your shield will do fine. There's another shield over there we can get. There aren't that many items. We don't need the mystery key because we have the master key, so we can just go ahead and enter the cathedral. There's a shortcut straight ahead to the Firelink Shrine, but first off we need to take care of this guy. He's actually not too bad, he's just very big. We can take care of him fairly easily. Just bait him to attack, and use your heavy attack before he raises his shield. You can block his attacks fine. The range of the Uchigatana, make sure you will hit him from far, and watch out for his double attack. I'm not sure what the signs are of him doing it, but he does that. But as you can see, if you can see his health bar, he's almost dead anyway. So at +3, how many attacks was it? 3, 4. Ooh, steel gauntlets. Never actually gotten a drop from him. But yeah, now we could go reinforce our armor further. I mean our weapon further, or the bow for that matter. These guys would respawn. But I'm not worried about that right now. I'm gonna equip the bow because there is some asshole up there that will shoot us otherwise. Can I lock onto him before he locks onto me? That's a pain. Well, I guess we can stamp him from closer. Watch how his attacks actually do a lot of damage, soul arrow and all that. Grab this Firekeeper soul, which we'll go and use right now, because then our Estus flask will heal more. When you get a Firekeeper soul, I think you can crush it and get humanity and some soul from it, but you want to get your Estus flask to +7 is the maximum. I'm not sure if you can find 7 Estus flasks in one playthrough. You'll definitely get that in New Game Plus, but definitely get at least to +2. You run into Estus Firekeeper souls. I think this is the only one you run into by going through the normal story, I guess. But if you do Big Hat Logan story, you'll get one, and if you go to New Londo and open it, you'll get one. Then there is one in Blighttown. But Firekeepers can reinforce Estus flasks. The only Firekeepers that you can actually talk to and have them reinforce your Estus flask are this one at Firelink Shrine, who will get killed unless we do something about it earlier. I'll talk about that later. Or then there is, after the Chaos Switch boss, there's another Bonfire with the Fair Lady, who is a Firekeeper, and you can talk to her. And then there is the Firekeeper in Anor Londo, who can turn hostile as well. I think those are the ones. There may be someone else, but I don't think so. I don't remember it. Never used them for Estus Flask anyway. But yeah, that guy is up there shooting us. We could simply run past him, but I want to kill him for the souls especially. And here's our first Baldur Knight. They're a pain in the ass, but we can stagger them. When they point their sword at you like that, they're about to parry you, so do not attack. Attack while they're attacking you. They will hold up their shield and poke you with their rapier. See, he tried to parry me like that. Don't attack them. You can kick them, I suppose, but when they attack you, you can attack them. You can parry him, but on the stairs is not recommended, because you will most likely miss the riposte. But it doesn't take too many attacks to hit him. And I got a Titanite shard from him. They often drop shards. The Parish is a really nice place to farm for shards, so I would suggest doing that. Here there's one of the worst ambushes ever. You sprint in here, but then you really need to come back, because a bunch of these guys, these crazy hollows, will come at you, and the Chandler can actually buff them, so they will do a lot of damage. So you want to kill them one by one, taking your time. So make sure you're not chased by anything, and just hit them fast, very fast. Not more than one at a time. If you can't take them only one at a time, that's fine. But you want to hit them fairly fast, because otherwise you're overwhelmed by all of them, and that's not pretty. They can actually kill you pretty easily. As you can see, they break my guard, and they're just normal hollows. I mean, they shouldn't do that. But you're safe behind your shield as long as you keep an eye on your stamina and just use the thrusting attack from Uchigatana. I said we could snipe the dude, the channeler, but if the undead dudes are away, I'm actually going to attack him. He's probably gonna fall and hopefully die. Then nope, then we can snipe him, I suppose. Huh, one arrow, enough. There are more Baldur Knights down there, so if I had jumped down there, I would have to face 3 Baldur Knights at once and the channeler, so sniping is the best option. Of course, if you don't have a ranged weapon, that may be a problem, but good thing that he was at low health, so one hit was enough. Plus, he'll try to hit you, so you will have a line of sight, because he has to have a line of sight. Anyway, here's another of these guys. You will rebound off his shield, so don't try to hit him. While he's holding up his shield. I suppose you can stun lock him. But I did 2 hits and then that was it. He has a very fast recovery. He's almost dead. No drop from him, but I have 2 humanity, so I shouldn't get too many drops. But what we are gonna do here, this is not necessary, but we're gonna free Lautrec, because then we can actually summon him for the fight. I never actually summoned him for the fight before, but since I'm not playing online, I'm just gonna summon him just for showcase. Here you get a humanity, but then eventually I'm probably gonna kill Lautrec, because he's the one who kills the Firekeeper in Firelink Shrine, so you'll lose. You will not be able to use the Bonfire anymore until you actually kill him much later on in the game. Then you just talk to him and he offers a reward. You can summon him for 2 fights, I believe. I'm not sure if there's more. One is this one, and one is the Gaping Dragon. He and Sunbro, who we're gonna summon for this fight as well, are completely useless with Gaping Dragon. Sunbro Solaire can actually deal some damage with his lightning spears, but most of the time he will just run around and try to hit Gaping Dragon. He will provide a distraction for you, but Gaping Dragon is very nice if you get him to charge you, and he won't charge the NPCs. His summon sign is not here, so I'm just gonna quit and reload and see if it's here. Otherwise I'm gonna go to the bonfire and come back. Well, I went to the bonfire, his summon sign wasn't there, so I decided to come and talk to him at Firelink Shrine. He is in front of the Firekeeper, so I'm just gonna talk to him and then simply run back to up there. I'm actually gonna rest at the bonfire here, and then I'm gonna cut to over there where his summon sign should be. Alright, that worked, so we're just gonna summon him. Knight Lautrec. He has a curious fighting style. The reason I said I was gonna kill him is not just because it kills the Firekeeper, it's also because he drops a ring that's really nice to use. It increases health, endurance, equipment load, and it breaks if you remove it, but we're not gonna remove it. It's definitely the one ring to always have on. And he's here, and now Solaire will show up. Hopefully he will use his lightning spear. I'm gonna equip the charcoal lightning pine resin, gold pine resin, in case I need it, but I think they're gonna pretty much take care of the gargoyles for us. So go through, and I know my health is not tip-top. Wait for them to come in and go trigger the cutscene, which you can see for yourself if I can skip it. Here you go, gargoyle. So just stay back and they will take care of it. Hitting him with a bow is not the easiest. You have to wait for it to be still. They can hit hard, and the way it works in Dark Souls is that the boss will go after whichever enemy it hit it last. And so if you hit it with a bow, it will come after you. But what you need to do, if you're far enough from it, it will not come after you. See, if Solaire uses his Sun Spear, or whatever it's called, he will kill the gargoyle pretty easily. And as you can see, at half health, it spawns another of these dudes that breathes fire, but that's no big. It is actually weaker, but you just need to be careful about its fire. You can strafe it. Don't try to backstab it because it actually hits much more than you can imagine. But yeah, if you just want to run away from every one of these guys' attack or hold your shield up, thank you guys, you helped a lot. Hold your shield up through the whole fight, watching your stamina, you can perfectly do that and they will take care of them. Just make sure they actually do take care of them, because sometimes they can just play dumb or be really dumb and not do almost any damage. And then, especially that becomes critical when the second gargoyle shows up. You really want the first one to be almost dead so you don't have to face two. It has happened to me that Solaire got the first gargoyle to half health with my help, and then the second one spawned, and immediately after Solaire died, so I was left against both gargoyles. I mean, the health is not the issue. I could deal enough damage, alright, but they both start breathing fire, and it's just annoying. And here we are, we just rung the first bell of awakening, and that pretty much sums up the Undead Parish. Our next step will be going to the depths. I don't want to go to Blighttown immediately. I'll explain later why, especially because I don't want the Firekeeper to die. I want to kill Lothric. You can talk to this guy. He sells interesting stuff. More importantly, well, this gesture, which is very used in PvP, but you can abandon a covenant without committing a sin, and you can request absolution, so your sins will be cancelled. So if you hit an NPC and he got mad at you, you come to this guy, request absolution, and all the NPCs will be fine again. He sells purging stones, which I always recommend having a couple for going to the depths. I'm gonna buy one. Indictment, if you don't PvP, and it's completely pointless. Homeward bones are very useful. Book of the Guilty, not really. Karmic Justice, if it worked, it would be a great miracle, but it doesn't work very well. The Talisman, if you're an intelligence build, you can cast miracles that scale in intelligence with this one. And Ring of Sacrifice, nice ring, but I don't use them that much. There will be a point through the playthrough I will have to use one, and these two are not going to be part of this playthrough. So thanks for watching the Undead Parish. Now next step is, what did I say? The depths. I might change my mind and go to Blighttown, but for now, goodbye.